Okay, here we go. The big rooster. All right, let's see where we end up with this one. Let's first go into eBay. Let's see what box I chose and what weight we're working with. So we're in the eBay app. We're going to get shipping label. We're going to check our weight and our box size that we chose. So originally I have 12 pounds in a 16 by 12 by 12 box. That means I planned on making my own box, which I hate to do. I look like I was a drunken sailor. By the time I'm finished, the box is horrible. But it always is very sturdy. So let's see where I end up. We're in luck. I must have picked up some boxes off of Marketplace. I always look on Marketplace for people that have boxes. I don't normally carry this size box, but I have a 16 by 12 by 12, so that must be what I had planned on using. Thank goodness. I hate making boxes. I've got the bottom taped up, so let's check and make sure this big guy is going to fit in here. Okay. I think with a little moving around, it'll work. All right, let's get it wrapped up in paper, then bubble wrap, and then pad the box, and we'll get it taped up. I've used some Scotch tape to loosely secure the paper around the rooster. So now I'll get the second layer of paper. Okay, so he's wrapped up, a layer of paper on the bottom, layer of paper up, across the top, loosely wrapped. Now let me get some bubble wrap. So I pulled out 8 pieces. Let's start wrapping them. Okay, that layer I went around in the other direction. All right, after inspection, we've still got a few spots that are missing. So I'm going to get another probably 4 squares of bubble wrap. Okay, so all layers are covered with bubble wrap, but they're all kind of loose. So now I'm going to use the cling wrap roll, and let's get the bubble wrap a lot tighter onto the rooster. Here we go. He's a big guy. We're just gonna wrap until he's completely wrapped up and secure. The more you wrap it, the tighter it's gonna get. I'm just gonna keep on wrapping it. Make sure that bubble wrap is covering spots. Now let's switch and go in the other direction. Let's check it out. Okay, it looks like just the comb here, so I'm going to get another piece of bubble wrap and secure that on the top there. Okay, one little square will do it. So I'm going to get this taped on, and he should be ready to put in the box. Okay, I've got a layer of paper in the bottom, so let's position him in and see where we need to add more. Originally I had put him in one direction and it wasn't fitting correctly, so I just took him out, flipped him over, and he went right in. So, you know, when you're packaging things, just play with your items, you know, see where you need to put it in the box or, you know, layered in the box and make it work. Okay, so we've got lots of packing paper in there. Our thank you card. Let the customers know we appreciate their purchase, and we'll get it taped up. Always give it a little shake test. Not moving, we're looking good. Now to get him weighed. He's in a 16 by 12 by 12 box. That's what we had planned. And let's see what the weight is. So the scale's on, and we'll put him up on the scale. 913. So he's pretty heavy. So we're going to go back into our eBay app. We're going to go into edit. Our original pounds that I had estimated would be 12. That way I gave myself plenty of room for any packaging that I wanted to do on it. And we are in the same size box, which is the 16 12 by 12. Okay, so we're going to edit the weight. Since it's 912, I'm going to go ahead and do 10 pounds. I'm going save that. Scroll to the bottom. We're at 1882. We're going to purchase the label. You can save the QR code if you don't have a printer. I have a thermal label printer, so I'm going to send it over to my Jaden's printer. And we're going to hit print. And it's ready to go. I do have some fragile stickers, so I am going to put those on there. A lot of people don't like using the fragile stickers, but as far as I'm concerned, it covers me that if it does arrive damaged, I did my best to make sure that it was packaged correctly. And the buyer knows that I at least tried to make sure it arrived to them in one piece.